check it out. The breathing light meditation for mental, emotional, physical. Okay. It's an incredible opportunity. It's free. So that's the first thing I want to say. Breathing light meditation is free, like all medical medium stuff is. There's no charge. There's no subscription. There's no package bundle. There's no kind of like, whatever program, and that's how you get the meditation. None of that. Like the medical medium information doesn't do that. This is because people are sick, chronically ill, anybody going through any kind of hardship. The last thing we need to do is to put a firewall in front of something so powerful, right? The medical medium tools are powerful. That's why we don't put pay firewalls up in front of them all. We don't do that at all. So I want to say this because a lot of people say, well, meditation, what do I have to pay for it? It's free. It's the breathing light meditation. It's a powerful tool that's at your fingertips. It's in your hands. You can use it whenever you need to use it. Check it out when you get a chance. Link is in the profile. It's the first thing I want to say. So I'm here to talk about the meditation and using the light to heal. Okay, so that's what today's talk about is for a little bit, is how can we use that light to heal, and how does this meditation work, which is really incredible. So now the breathing light meditation, it's different and it works differently than any other meditation because you're doing something very special, something that SOC taught me when I was younger, is you're taking your nose in your mouth and you're moving it. You're taking your nose in your mouth and you're now removing it in the meditation and placing your nose and mouth somewhere on the body where healing needs to happen. So if healing needs to happen right here with your nose and your mouth, of course, you can have the light go right here. But the incredible part of this meditation is you're taking your nose in your mouth and you're guiding your nose in the mouth and moving it to a different part. So you take your nose in your mouth and you move it to your heart and you do this meditation, you're bringing light into your heart. See how it works? And you're breathing light in through your nose and mouth. Now, with light meditations out there, this is different because this pinpoints that light. So not only do you really connect with that light in a powerful way, but it empowers you to control the light and use it in your best, like for your best reasons for your health and well-being and what you're going through emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. So you can take that light, right, and encompass it and then guide it into different areas of the body. But the most powerful way to do that is by breathing it in through your nose and mouth. Now, but when you pinpoint this light in different areas of the body through your nose and your mouth by moving your nose and mouth, a whole nother thing happens. Then the healing that occurs is just unmeasurable because it's healing things you don't know are even there, like boundaries that have been bestowed upon you by institutions and organizations and other people, and it blocks your healing process. So what happens is we get trapped in belief systems, then we get trapped in all kinds of other things too, and boundaries get in the way. And this light finds its way into the body and bypasses those boundaries and those blockages and bypasses that. So check out the meditation when you get a chance, right? Link is in the profile. It's the breathing light meditation, right? For healing mental, emotional, physical. And it's really powerful. So a couple of things you'll know in there. You'll know how to control the power of the light by using your consciousness to channel it into parts of your body that need it the most. What's really incredible with this meditation is there's a section of the meditation, you'll find out when you actually go and you check it out, right? That you can take the light and you could guide it into a place that you want to guide it into. You can choose where that is, and you could even choose another person if you wanted to. So if you wanted to actually bring that light into another person during that meditation, you can. You're welcome. And even a pet too. I was just talking about that in the last live we just did. So you can even center that light and direct it into a pet that needs the light too at the same time. So if you guys just came on here on TikTok, breathing light meditation, Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcasts. Don't miss out on this. The link is in the profile right there, right? You can even listen to it on Spotify. but it's the breathing light meditation. Take advantage of this tool, because what this is, it's a free tool, a free healing tool. It's about empowerment. It's about using the light and controlling it for your healing, pinpointing and directing that light into places inside the body that need it the most. And that's different. That's different than what is out there. I've known about this meditation since I was a child. SOC taught me this meditation, and I've used it my whole life, but I want to make sure this tool is handy for you guys. Because as I was just talking about in the last live, there's so many medical medium tools. It's hard to even keep track of them. There's so many of them. I want to get in this lifetime, I want to get so many more out to you guys. There's so many more tools I can get out for you guys, you know, in this lifetime to you, so you have it in your hands. This is one of them. It's a very special one. So what happens here is that in this meditation, okay, what you're doing is you're moving your nose and your mouth. Wait till you try this meditation, you guys. It's incredible. You're using your nose and your mouth, but you're moving your nose and your mouth, and you're placing it in a different part of your body. So you're taking your nose and your mouth in the visualization, in the meditation. You're moving it to another place on your body, right? And then you're breathing light into your nose and mouth. Into your nose and mouth on a different place inside your body. And that's what's incredible about this meditation on its own. Like that, all that matters right there. So it's incredible as you're laying there and you're connecting to the light, right? You're actually directing the light. So what you're doing is you're taking your nose, you're taking your mouth, and you're moving it in the meditation. You're taking your nose and your mouth and you're moving it to a different place, right? So you can take it and you can move it to your heart. So you're putting your nose and your mouth on your chest. And then in the meditation, as you're breathing in the light, you're breathing in that light through your nose and your mouth into your heart directly. This is a pinpoint precision light work is what's happening here for you, which is incredible. And then now you're moving your nose and your mouth, and you're moving it off your chest from where your heart is, and you're moving your nose and mouth now onto your abdomen, right? Your belly button is, and you're bringing light directly into your abdomen, but you're pinpointing. What happens is with light work, a lot of people, right, who do meditations and they try to incorporate the light into it, it's spotty and it's infrequent and it's intermittent and it's whole body. And what you're doing here is you're channeling that light from above, and you're driving that light from above into certain direct areas in the body. And that's how the profound healing really happens. That's incredible about it right there. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. I still got more stuff to talk about it, which is really cool. So with meditation, right? This meditation is not man-made. That's important to know on its own. So some guy didn't make it, right? I didn't make it up. Like some guy didn't make it up, because that's how meditations work. Meditations are created by man, right? And or women, right? But the historic sense of meditation was created by men on this earth. That's just the way it is. That's history. But this isn't created. So this meditation is not created by humans. This meditation is from above. And so that's a difference there, which is really interesting with this meditation and the MM meditations, right? So this one doesn't have something in it that, say, maybe shouldn't be in there, because that happened. Belief systems from institutions and organizations and different boundary belief systems get into something, right? I got a friend that like does all kinds of meditations and the whole bit, and it even makes meditations, creates meditations, right? And it's like, I got a new one. Look, check this out. I'm sitting there, and this is what I'm doing, and you should do that. You should do your meditations. That's incredible. When you get a chance, I'm saying, my friend, this one, it's not man-made, so it's from above. And so check it out. Link is in the profile. Link is in the profile, you guys. Telegram, you guys. Link is in the profile, right? Make sure you check when you get a chance and give it a shot. Now, what I love about this meditation is it does more than releases blockages. it goes through boundaries. See, we put these walls up because we need to here. Because on Earth is so hard, right? We have a lot of hardships, betrayal. I know so many people that have been betrayed by a girlfriend, betrayed by a boyfriend, betrayed by a partner, betrayed by a business partner, betrayed by a friend, betrayed by a family member, betrayed by the system, betrayed by some institution, betrayed by some organization, betrayed by something. And that's what it's like on planet Earth, right? Betrayal is really up there. Unless you haven't been betrayed yet and you've gone through life and you haven't experienced betrayal yet and you've been lucky and kind of skating by, and it happens, right? But betrayal is a big one. Betrayal creates these boundaries. We get so wounded. And when we get so wounded, we have boundaries, these walls that go up. And we need those walls to be up there to protect ourselves. But the problem is that it doesn't mean healing is being done beyond the walls, that healing isn't happening behind those walls. And that's hard for people. How do we heal behind the walls that we have to put because we've been injured along the way through betrayal, back being stabbed, going through a hardship, going through a great loss. A great loss feels like betrayal all on its own. So how do we get through that? That's the key. Style Biggie says, what meditation are you talking about? Is there any special method? So the method is actually very special. Link is in the profile. Got to check it out when you can, right? And that meditation is, you'll see how special it is when you start doing it, and then you'll feel it because it's really profoundly a positive experience that happens. It's incredible. On Apple Podcasts, Medical Meeting Podcast at Apple Podcasts, or go on Spotify, right, to check out the meditation. So I want to just talk about the emotional walls a little bit, right? Put up these emotional walls. They help protect us. They help protect us so we can function. Protect us so we can do what we need to do here. They help to protect us, these boundaries and walls we put when we're injured through betrayal and broken, having your heart broken, having something like loss, or anything like that. What happens, walls go up because we're actually like callousing, we're protecting ourselves, we're protecting our soul, we're protecting our brain, we're protecting our physical body, and because we've been hurt. But then the walls go up because we've been hurt by all these things out there that can happen because people have emotional difficulties themselves and they don't know they might accidentally hurt somebody because they do something, or maybe other thing that happens to them. But either way, if betrayal happens, the wall goes up. And then what healing happening inside? Like, how are we healing inside? How are we healing inside our consciousness and subconsciousness? How are we healing inside our soul? How are we healing inside our body, right? It's not easy to do. So what I love about this meditation, right, the breathing light meditation, you guys, is the meditation allows light to go through the boundary to do healing deep inside. And that's what's incredible. It's about breaking boundaries to boundaries that maybe you don't need anymore, right? Maybe a boundary that was put up and it just doesn't need either anymore because it was put up by someone else. So here's how it works. We put up our own boundaries. We put up our own walls to protect ourselves when we get injured. So whether it's broken heart, betrayal, hardship, loss, right? We put our own boundary, our own wall. So that's what we do, right? The breathing light meditation, the light, you're using light, right? With your permission, you're using that light to go in wall and do some healing. Now, then there's walls and boundaries that put up by others, and you don't even know they're there, blocking walls and boundaries. So the brainwash walls and boundaries that are put up by others out there, whether people that might have hurt you or people that didn't hurt you, but they direct you in a way. And what happens to institutions and organizations, everything, we get conditioned. So it's like conditioning, really. So walls and boundaries that are put up for conditioning from outside sources. So outside sources can condition us, then we get a wall and boundary, and then we have a hard time healing. So we have a hard time healing spiritually and emotionally because we have boundaries and walls that aren't even yours. They're put up by some institution, organization, or some other body of something. So what happens is then we get stuck and we get stagnant and our healing. So then we try to do a meditation, but our meditation is about clearing thoughts, and it's about clearing thoughts. It's about clearing our mind. Meditation, it's about, right? It's about other things that really are pertaining to down a boundary or a wall that was created by an outside source. It's stopping you from healing. And so what's incredible about this meditation is the light can break down a boundary or a wall built by an outside source that it shouldn't even be there in you, so you have freedom and do something emotionally. Someone who has trouble doing any breathing exercises, this is an incredible meditation because it's not a breath work meditation where you're sitting there and you're breathing the whole time and the biggest breath you've ever had in your life, and you're trying to, that's not what this is. This is a light meditation using breath, which makes it gentle and easy, because when you're not feeling well and you got chronic illness and chronic symptoms, conditions, and your nervous system is affected, say you got a vagus nerve issue, this is incredible for someone who has a vagus nerve condition, or phrenic nerves, vagus nerves, any kind of trigeminal nerves, any kind of nerves that are cranial nerves, any kind of spinal nerve problems. What happens is this is a pro nervous system condition meditation. It helps people who have nervous system problems, who have those, and then this actually really helps with that. So this is important to know about the meditation. So this isn't like breath work where it's you're sitting there and you're trying to obviously get the best breathing you can get done, which is really hard for people who are chronically sick because their vagus nerve doesn't allow that because it's so inflamed. This is more than that. Chris, you seem fine to me. This meditation brought me to tears. I hear that too. I have some comments right here as well. People saying it brought them to tears because the reason why, there could be a wall or a boundary you don't know about. That wall or boundary created by an outside source through brainwashing or anything else, or an injury or any kind of emotional injury. That boundary and that wall then actually holds in a lot of toxic emotions. And as all those toxic emotions are held in deep inside of you, inside your soul, inside your spirit, right? Inside of your consciousness, it's hard to break free and get that cleared and healed. So what this does, this lets light go through that wall and boundary. That's somebody else's walls and boundaries. That's important to know. Now, your own walls and boundaries, we have those there for a reason, to protect ourselves. And the light goes through those too to help heal inside, which is incredible. Saint Sue says, does the hurt just get released, or does it get released by way of us feeling it? Just wondering, it could get released without you feeling it at all. You don't even have to feel that hurt being released for it to happen. So it can happen even when you don't feel it. It can happen when you feel it too. The tears come out, you feel emotional, you feel it in your heart, you just feel a relief, or you feel lighter, or you feel a sadness come over you that you recognize. What I love about the breathing light meditation, anybody who's ever suffered or struggled from depersonalization, I love this breathing light meditation for them, because that's what I use for like friends and family. I tell them, you got some depersonalization going on, definitely try this. I wanted to make this available for you guys. I wanted to make sure you guys had this in your hand, and it's not going to cost you anything. It's just free. And that's the way I wanted. Money shouldn't be attached to this meditation. It shouldn't be attached to any meditation. The point is that this meditation is for you. It's here for you. Okay? So use it when you get a chance, or don't use it, or think about it, or listen to it maybe when you get a chance. Link is in the profile. Link is in the bio, you guys. It's the breathing light meditation, right? Mental, emotional, and physical. I've known about this going all the way back since I was a child, and I've taught about it, and I've taught like friends and family, and I've used it for myself. And now I just got to make sure you guys have it in your hands so you know how to use it. This is about pinpointing, and this is about guiding that light through the walls that were constructed from outside sources that have no business in your life, right? Outside brainwashing, outside, brainwashing from organizations, from industries. Yeah, from industries, right? And what happens is we end up getting conditioned and conditioned and conditioned. And even some of the meditations I've seen out there just support the conditioning. I'm not trying to judge anybody's meditation, okay? I mean, there's some cool ones out there, but I've seen a lot of them just support the conditioning because they're man-made too. And when they're man-made, they end up supporting the conditioning that happened upon the person, that was bestowed upon them, where the walls and the boundaries were built from brainwashing and conditioning from the world, right? The world is like that. It does that. And so what I like about the meditation, and it's easy to be influenced by, so much out there. What I love about this meditation is it pushes all that aside. And it's just about now you and the light. And that's what it's about. It's about you. This is about you and the light. And then it's about a light that you have access to. Everybody has access to light. You have access to it. But this is about using it in a free way, having it enter where it needs to enter, clear things that it needs to clear out. And that's the key right there. So I wanted to give you guys that rundown. We're live on TikTok right now. We're live on IG. We're live on Telegram. It's incredible to be here right now, you guys. Really is. I wanted to let you know about the Breathing Light Meditation. Link is in the profile. Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcasts or Spotify, if you want to hear it on Spotify. That seems to be working out where people are able to hear it on Spotify and it doesn't seem to be glitched. So it's looking good for there too. So Apple Podcasts and Spotify, that's the two places you guys can reach to, the Medical Medium Podcast. You just bought the new book? Whoa, no way, mommy. You bought the new book? Incredible. The Brain Saver? I'll grab it right here. So the thing is what I like to do is I like to give you guys as much information as I can, as many tools as I can. So the Brain Saver books, right there, incredible tools, right? But also the Medical Medium Podcast. It's backwards right now. I know you guys, I could see that. There you go on TikTok anyway. The Medical Medium Podcast, right, has tools too. So check it out. So not only do I do it through the books, so you guys have the books in your hand. I mean, honestly, I could do 1 billion podcasts and what's in these Brain Saver books, you actually have to have the book because there's so much information in there. But the Medical Medium Podcast is a great way to access some of these tools, which is incredible. So the Breathing Light Meditation, that's a big one right there. And you can learn how to guide that light into the places you need to actually guide it to, which is so great. So I got some comments right here, which is really cool. Also check out the banana episode. Oh, yeah. If you guys don't know about the banana episode, you have to check it out. So Medical Medium Podcast, right? Apple Podcast or Spotify. Check out the banana episode, which is a great one. I also have a teeth episode and lemon water episode and supplements episode. So we're getting those new episodes out. So check it out when you can, right? Uma Kelly, you left a comment on the post. Thank you for this blessing. It's like a dream come true. I could feel the energy moving through my body and pulsing in my fingertips after this meditation. So what's going to happen is when you're doing the Breathing Light meditation, you're going to feel strange things happen, okay? Because you're doing not only pinpoint light entering you, but you're doing it in a way that's allowing light to enter you in a profound way because you're actually taking your nose, your mouth, and you're redirecting it. What that does is that amplifies the light. And that's important to know. Chloe says, does the Medical Medium meditations also work if my native language is not English? Yes, of course. Of course it does. 100%. Absolutely. So as the light is entering the body, which is incredible, it's amplified because of the technique you're about to experience when you do the meditation. So Uma Kelly's question was, are we supposed to inhale through the nose and mouth both at the same time? That's a really good question. I want to answer that. So you can inhale through either or one on its own. If for some reason you got a stuffy nose, you have to inhale through your mouth, you inhale through your mouth. because you're moving your nose and mouth anyway to a different place, but inhale through your mouth if that's what you have to do. If you only inhale through your nose, that's fine too. It's whatever's comfortable, or both. You can inhale through both, nose and mouth. Nettle Garden says, AW, you're in a crazy working mode. I can't cope with all your latest work. I am in a crazy work mode. The Brain Saver books were probably either, the craziest thing I've ever done. 2 books at one time, launching at one time. 2 books of that size. Yeah, that's definitely pretty crazy. And then the podcast episodes, and then of course I do the lives, and I'm putting out content all the time. And the newsletter videos, you guys. I just want to ask you, did you sign up to my newsletter? Right? Link is in the profile there. Go to medicalmedium.com. Check out the newsletter. I also, you can do the newsletter, right? And then you'll get the exclusive video once a week that I do. Exclusive video once a week. Free. Free. Unbelievable. And then the content I do exclusively on TikTok, right? Which I love TikTok. Content I do exclusively in other places. So amazing. You love the newsletter? So Aldridge, awesome. Thanks. I really appreciate it. So glad. I'll keep doing them then. I'll keep doing them. If you guys want me to keep doing stuff, I'll keep doing it. Maybe someone, likes whatever, like the stuff I do or not. So newsletter always blows my mind. Flame Folks says on Instagram, so much great info. The newsletter video and the newsletter in general always has information to help people. So, and the exclusive newsletter video is really good. Check it out. Check it out at medicalmedium.com. A link is in the profile for the newsletter right there. So I want to let you guys know. And check out the meditation, breathing light meditation. Get ready, because you guys are going to feel it. And I'm really excited. I really am. Anyway, wait, one more. Okay. House Jelena says, will a demon possess me if I meditate? I don't believe a demon will possess you if you meditate, okay? So, but listen, I'm not laughing at that question. People do, ask questions for sure. Look, I can't speak for other meditations. I can't. So maybe, I'm not saying a demon's going to possess you if you do some meditation out there, but I can't speak for other meditations. So I don't really know the source of that meditation. I don't know the intention of that meditation out there, because meditations are man-made, and man-made meditations definitely could have some type of flaw that no one knows about. It's possible. So I can't speak for those. I can't say that, no, a demon will never enter into someone if you're doing that. I actually can't say that. I said that originally, and then I'm thinking about it right now for a second, and I'm like, well, I can't speak for other people's meditations. I can't speak for that. I don't know. I really don't know. But I do know this, is that this is from above. It's free from the man-made kind of like greed, right? The jealousy, greed, right? Dark intentions, all that stuff is excluded. Like, that's not in this. So you can't have that because it's not a man-made meditation. So that's why I trust these since I was a child. So Fable Sarah said, I did this meditation this morning. It brought tears to my eyes. The healing is real. So I hear that from the medical meditations, and this one here, for sure, that's going to happen to some people for sure. And because that's the kind of healing that they needed, that's occurring from that light entering their body, is really incredible. The medical meditations, like this meditation, is from above. Now, you can, someone might say, well, what light is this? What's the light, right, that you feel most comfortable with, right? It could be the light of God, right? It could be the light. Someone might say, well, I only believe in the creator. So, well, then it's the light from your creator. Someone else might be like, I only believe in the universe, like universe light. So I don't believe in God. I just believe in the universe, and the universe light. Well, then it's the universe light for you. Someone else might be like, I believe in gods. So I believe in like masters and gods and all this. Okay, well, I believe that my light comes from masters and gods, and, God's plural or whatever. Then that's where the light is coming from. It's what you believe. So if you're somebody that believes the light, or I believe the light's coming from Jesus Christ, then that's where the light's coming from. So it's God, it's Jesus Christ, creator of the universal light, whatever you believe, that's where the light's coming from. But what's amazing is meditation is in your control. It's empowerment that's in your control. It's a tool in your control, and it's not man-made. So that means that light is pure. That light is untainted. So think about that a little bit. That's important to know, that the light is pure, the light is untainted. So that light coming down is pure, clean, and untainted, because it's not man-made. Because I can't speak for other meditations out there, because exactly, you don't know the intention of the meditation, and you don't know, you don't know the intention. You don't know if there was greed behind that meditation. You don't know if there's something else behind it. But there's no greed behind this meditation, because it's coming from above and it's free on top of it, and it's there for you to use as a tool. Does my meditations translated in other languages work? If you want to use the meditation and in your language, your native language, you're welcome to do so. And yes, it works. So the healing occurs. Try to use the meditation at the Medical Medium Podcast, Medical Podcast, or Spotify. Try to use it there if you can, right? When you get a chance, that's where it is. That's obviously the original source. So you guys, I'm excited. I can't wait for you to try it. Bless your heart. Amazing. And I will see you guys soon. I just wanted to run over some info with the breathing light meditation. I don't want you to miss out. I want you to get a chance to use it. It's a tool that's at your fingertips. You have access to it, access to the light. And when you try this meditation and you know how to actually visualize doing what you need to do in this meditation, get ready for some changes. I love you guys greatly. And I really appreciate all that you guys are doing, taking care of yourselves. And I just love you for that. I'm really proud of you for all of it. Incredible. Someone said 20 years of yoga meditations and medical medium meditations are the real deal, or something like that. I saw. I'm honored. The comment went up so quick right now.